How's it going, everybody? I wanted to do an update on my last video when I discussed 1 Corinthians 13's explanation of love. In the 7th verse here, it goes over some of the absolutes of love that I was discussing. Always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. I honestly think that these are probably some of the main aspects you should pay attention to when trying to focus on how to stay a loving person. Because the minute you stop protecting somebody, you're going to feel like less of yourself, and they're going to think less of you in most cases. Always trusting is going to be really important too, because you're not always going to be able to verify what the person did or does throughout the day or anything like that. So the minute you stop trusting them, you're going to have a hard time being patient with them, being kind to them, any of those aspects. And you always have to hope. That goes along with the trust as well. You always got to be putting the most hopeful thought towards the situation you can, no matter how grim the situation looks. Because the minute you stop hoping, again, you're going to become impatient, you're going to become enraged, you're going to have a difficult time giving space or time, depending on the situation. And always persevering, you're always going to have to push through, even when you're having those little lapses in your ability to hope and trust. Because if you don't push through, you're going to give up, and then you're not going to be able to show whoever it is or whatever it is you're trying to love them. Or even loving yourself, you're going to have to trust yourself and hope that you can get through most of the situations that you're in. One of the reasons I'm doing this video is because recently I've kind of had a situation during the last week where I kind of made some wrong choices, did become angry at somebody, pushed them out for a short period of time. And within a couple of minutes of even having the argument, I was already regretting some of the things that I said, some of the actions that I had taken. And you don't even realize when you're saying some of the stuff that you might change your mind, or that you don't even really mean the things that you're saying. So when you lose any aspect of some of these absolutes, it's going to become difficult to do anything else that it speaks about in here. So those things you should try your best at, because there was a separation between somebody that I care about deeply. And luckily we did reconcile the situation, but during the course of the absence of that person in my life, it was very difficult to keep hopeful and to continue to think that it was going to be able to be reconciled and fixed. But without keeping towards those aspects, I would have probably lost a lot of my ability to persevere and to continue to keep trying to reconcile and get in contact with this person. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you have a good night.